All right, so yeah, as I said, we'll be using Euro USD. Now, welcome to today's charts or today's lesson. As I said, we'll be talking about the algo structure. And what did I say about the algo structure? I said the algo structure, I've been repeating it over a while now. I said the algo structure is just your simple market structure, but it's just involving the concept of liquidity. Why did I say it's involving the concept of liquidity? If you have gone through the lessons, the previous lessons we've had, I've talked about liquidity. I even talked about the advanced form of liquidity, talking about structural liquidity, this type of liquidity, and that type of liquidity. Now, what I explained on algo structure today, and I dropped the previous materials, like if we are in an uptrend and we have something of this nature, we have something like this, right? Let's say, we have something of this nature, and price push to the upside, just your normal market structure. So I say when we have the normal market structure and you have your structure right already, now the only thing that would happen is that when price push to the upside, right, we have something like this. When price push to the upside, now normally you would want to buy from here because you'll be expecting that price will create a lower higher low at this point and push to the upside. But for the algo structure, it's not like that because price would always want to take out towards the point C. I use the ABC as explanation, and I said the point C, which is this point I am pointing at, is always a trap. And what will happen? Price will just come down there, will take it out and push to the what? To the upside. I even proceeded to explain the concept of strong high and low to everyone here. But well, depends on how you are paying attention to it. So I'll be showing few examples on the algo structure tonight because I don't think I've really showed any examples. Now, looking at this particular chart, when I talk about the algo structure, this is just price doing its thing, right? And let's take, for example, when we follow our normal market structure and price is in an uptrend, we can see we have lows, highs, yeah, this is just an intermediate low, a short-term low. But look at it, price took it out, right? We have more like a break of structure at this point. Now, using your ABCD explanation, you can obviously say that this is our point A, right? Let me mark it out. This, you say this is what? Our point A, this black line. And where is the point B? This is our point B, this swing here. And this is our what? Point C, right? This is our point C. So if you are looking to trade, how would you do it? You would be expecting that price would come to take out what? To take C. And it's as easy. See, the way I trade, I don't really add much confluence. What I just look out for is what we call the SBI model, which is just the sweep, break, and inducement. Now, what does it mean for sweep, break, and inducement, right? It just means that price sweeping liquidity and breaking of structure. Now, remember when I explained the strong high and strong low to you guys, I was like, when price sweeps liquidity and breaks structure, it automatically means we have a strong low or high. Something like this. Let me have a simple diagram on a strong low and high for you people to see properly. I think I made mention of something like this. We have price push down. We have price push down, sweep liquidity, and break structure. Now, when price does this, at this point, sweeps liquidity or take out this previous high, then push down to take out this loop, automatically we have what? A sweep and a break of structure. Then what are we expecting next? We are expecting an inducement, right? That is just what the SBI means. We are expecting an inducement, which is something of like this. Yeah, we are expecting something of this nature, right? Yeah, we are expecting something of this nature. Now look at this particular model I draw here. This is a particular entry model. Now look at this particular point. Now we have the sweep, the break, and the inducement. Now what do we mean by sweep, break, and inducement? This is the sweep, this is the break. And when we have price, sweep, liquidity, and break structure, automatically we say we have this place as a what? As a strong high. Now where is our inducement? This is our inducement. Remember when we were talking about order block, I said an order block must have an inducement, or not just an order block. Your entry should have an inducement, a fair value gap, whatsoever before it. And look at what happened. All that will happen is price will just come back. No matter how price goes down, trust me, definitely it will come back into this point and take out the point C before pushing to the downside. And that is all that happened on Euro USD today. Just pay a close attention and see something. Looking at this point, you see that price actually took out what? A form of liquidity. Took out this point, right? Or you can just easily say price took out this form of what? Liquidity. Swept liquidity at this point. After sweeping that liquidity, what happened? It broke structure at this point. Now, making that particular point we are looking at as a what? As a strong high. Now, the third criteria is for you to provide what? An inducement. And this is what? An inducement presented, this line here. It's an inducement, more like your A, B, and C. Now, you mark that out. Now, looking at it, you see that we have an order block here. Now, I gave you the rules backing order blocks the other day. I said an order block must sweep liquidity, should have fair value gap, an FVG close to it, or an imbalance. The fair value gap must have an inducement, right? Inducement before it, and it must break structure. Now, this particular order block met all these criteria. Look at it. It broke structure to the downside. It has a fair value gap, and it has an inducement. And look at what happened. We have price dropping to the downside from that point. Look at this. We have a good trade at this point. You can easily have your stop loss. If this stop loss is too big, I'm not sure this stop loss is even up to 10 pips or 20 pips. You can just have your stop loss up here. Now, if you want to check the pips here now, I don't think it's something big that you can't see. Let's quickly look at how many pips SL that is. Where is my forecast? We just have, this is just 16 pips. 16 pips. It's still not a big stuff. It's worth it. And look at this. We have straight TP. And that is how the algo structure work. I also have something on GBP USD. I sent it to this group earlier on. Earlier today, what happened was, if you should take a look at this, you will be asking how I got that trade in the morning. I was on my charts, right? Look at this. Now, look at what's happened on GBP USD. It's same thing, right? It's same thing that happened on Euro USD. I was here and I was like, okay, I went to my 5 minutes time frame. Sorry. I was on my 5 minutes time frame earlier today. Right? This is my 5 minutes time frame. I was like, oh, this is what? This is a sweep of liquidity at this point. Right? This is a break of structure at this point. and we have our point A at this point B, and this is my point C. And what did I tell you about the algo structure? Price would always take out the point C before pushing towards to the next point. It will always take out liquidity. Once price takes out liquidity, it moves to the next point. Then I had my entry on what? On that particular point C, and I was targeting what? I was targeting this point. Easy, and it's just something simple. I have what's it called? Something of this nature. And that was how I took that trade earlier today. It's just something basic. There's no magic to it. If you check how many pips we are risking here, for those that don't want to have huge pips stop loss, if you check out the pips we have here, I don't think it's up to 15 pips. You can see just 8 pips stop loss, and it's good. And what's our profit target? I'm sure we have close to 50 pips, 44 pips, and that is good. If you are using a one lot size on this trade with 44 pips, you would have gotten $440 on this trade, just these 44 pips, depending on the risk to reward ratio safe. Because if you are risking, let's say if you are risking $100 on this trade, that means you would have gotten around $140. And that is it. It's just something simple. It's an easy calculation and nothing else. That is just it. Now, looking at the bigger picture also, let me show you something. Let me show you the bigger picture, because I was actually waiting for it also. That is just what I trade. I don't trade anything else. I was looking at these points. I was having it that this is my point A, this is my point B, and this is my point C. You can see my dotted lines there. I was actually waiting for that point. So initially I thought, okay, I would not have price come back there, so I got another trade. But during the news, the CPI, look at what happened. Price went straight, took out the point C, and C is reacting from that particular point right now. But this place, it might actually take out this point, but you can see the reaction from there. That is just how to trade the ABC pattern. There is nothing big. See, if you want to make money in trading, it's just how simplified or how simple your trading system is. Also, if you are watching properly, what I showed, I think I talked about support and resistance also. And I said when price already gives you 2 touches, you should enter the trade on the 3rd touch, right? Now look at what happened here following my support and resistance. It's just, you just have to train your eyes to see it. You can see just my support and resistance, even without adding any advanced stuffs. My support and resistance already played out at that point. Let me label it properly. Look at this point. Yeah, you can see what happened at that point. Let me have my stops. Normally I'll have my stops here, and you can see my support and resistance already played out perfectly already at that point. So is there any big deal? No, we don't have any big deal in trading, except if you are not really paying much attention to details, and that is it. If you are having any issues as regards the ABC pattern or the algo structure, only what I want you to do now is just to check through what was it called? Check through this stuffs I dropped. I dropped it in my other Telegram account. Just go through the algo structure. You can see advanced market structure. And I said it just comprises the concept of liquidity. We have the video on the YouTube channel already. Yeah, I said it just comprises the concept of liquidity, and in every trading range there must be a trap, which I just explained. And I was like, point C is always a trap. I did some graphical illustrations. I was the one that created everything here because I was using it for one of my trading mentorship. Yeah, and everything I give there, that is what I'm giving here. Some of you can witness. Whatever thing I'm giving out here, it's not something I do give out just like that. For those of you that have my WhatsApp, you can testify. Yeah, my mentorship was about $200 per person. If I just wanted to give it away, that's when I give it out for 50. But this is, I don't do more than this. I don't trade more than this. Once you understand this particular concept, you can apply it to your trading. And trust me, you'll make a whole lot from this. It's not that you not take losses. Yeah, you take losses, but it just works out fine. Look at this particular example, the A, B, C, and price takes out the C and keeps running. The live example I just show you now, you can see the trend line, the trend line on my screen, right? You can see that trend line, first touch, second touch, and on the third touch, we have what we want. You can see other examples. You can see this point A, B, point C, we move. You can see this also, your points A, B, and C. As I said, point C is always a trap. Price took it out. All this scenario here, all these particular chart examples, all of them are from GBP USD because I trade GBP USD more. You can use you can find them on other charts too, other peers. It's there. You can easily locate them. So I don't think there is anything more except if any one of you have any question. Do we have anybody?